Blessings, dear ones. This is Amara Amethyst, and I'm here with a lunar tarot scope for all of us for the time period between the new moon in Libra on September 30th and the full moon in Aries on October 15th, 2016. Thank you so much for joining. I do a lunar tarot scope every full moon and every new moon and some other times as well. This reading is intended for all of our highest good, for guidance to align us with our soul purpose during this time period between the new moon in Libra, September 30th, and the full moon in Aries on October 15th, 2016. This is a general reading intended for all of our highest good, so I call upon my guides and my team. I also call upon your guides and your team if I have your consent. So I energetically ask for that consent. Most people who watch this video are here because all of you are here because there's a message in this for you, regardless of when you're watching this. There is some relevance to your path and where you are on your soul's journey through life. So if you're interested in a personal reading or in doing some one-on-one healing work with me, please feel free to contact me about that. I'll leave the information below the video. I'm also really excited because I have some openings for 3 new Advanced Soul Alchemy transformational healing clients starting on the full moon in Aries, which is October 15th. And then I'll have a couple of openings also that following new moon, probably 2. I'm not sure yet. So if you're interested in either of those things or any more information, please do contact me, and I'd love to tell you more about that. Some other upcoming events that I have in Boulder, Colorado on October 4th, I'll be doing a Magdalene Code Sonic activation with crystal singing bowls and also a womb activation and ceremony. Both of those will be on Tuesday, October 4th in Boulder, Colorado. I'm also really excited to be heading back to Arkansas, yay! And I've got a sound healing and activation for the crown chakra on Friday, October 14th at the Academy of Holistic Arts in downtown Little Rock, Arkansas. So again, that's going to be at the Academy of Holistic Arts, Friday, October 14th, a sound healing and activation for the crown chakra in Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm also excited to share about the Portal to the New Earth gathering, which is that same weekend in California. If you're going to be on the West Coast, check it out. October 14th through 17th at Garth's Boulder Gardens in Southern California, Portal to the New Earth gathering. All right, so I'll share some of the guidance that I've already received for this time period. It's really time for all of us to prioritize through inward reflection. So this means spending time alone in nature or just making sure that you have alone time every day to tap into your center in prayer and meditation, to retreat in some way, to treat yourself, to some sort of self-care ritual which helps you to feel nourished in yourself. This is going to allow you, all of us, the space to gain clarity. And then from this space of clarity is when we take decisive action and continue this action. Because this is a time of manifestation, this is a time of growth, this is a time of a lot of change going on. And so it's time to make sure that you're clear on your priorities and act from that place of clarity. Other themes right now are love and acceptance. So this could be romantic love, which could potentially be a new partner. It could also be finding a deeper sense of love in existing relationships, romantic relationships or friendships or family relationships. There's just a new level of love and acceptance in the ethers and in the air for all of us to experience. It's a really beautiful thing. Also reminders that whatever we are triggered by or whatever we find amazing or exciting or pleasurable in another, we are actually reacting to that within ourselves. So this may help us to bring more acceptance to the actions of others, our friends, our partners, our family members, and hopefully also to bring more acceptance and love to ourselves. Another really strong message is an increased importance of prayer and meditation. This is always important. It's just a reminder to all of us to keep on going with prayer and meditation. Many of us are hearing about what's going on at Standing Rock in the Dakotas, and those warriors are in prayer each and every day, and we can support them by praying for and with them. We can also support them by sending any extra supplies that we have with reliable people to be given to these warriors who will be camped there throughout the winter. It's very cold up there, so if you have any extra blankets or winter gear, or if you want to send wood or something to help the people there. Prayer is also very powerful for that. And also with us gaining clarity, prayer and meditation is also very important. All right, so I will be using the 5th Tarot. It is a deck created by Martina and Teresina Balkans, and I'll also be pulling a card from the Crystal Allies Oracle by Naisha Ashan and the Goddess Guidance Oracle by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so I have already called upon my team. And anybody else's team who I have permission to work with, I call upon you now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got a couple of cards that already came out. Got a lot of very strong messages. I see another one here. And yep. Okay. So also pull another Goddess Guidance. One card already came out of this deck. Here's another one. So the first card which we received is the 7 of Feathers Balance. So 7 is a divine holy number. It's also the balance of masculine and feminine. And in this, we're being asked to balance our minds. So having a balance between this guidance, the left brain and the right brain as well. So balance between our creative thinking and our logical thinking and decision making. Also a balance between putting forth what we perceive to be our own thoughts and ideas and being receptive to hear the thoughts and ideas of others and of inspiration, divine inspiration, which may come through us. I'm getting a lot of also like masculine, feminine balance. And this could also be a balance of the way in which we perceive what masculine and feminine mean, because the air suit, the feather suit, has to do with our mental body, our perception of reality, the way that we think. So there's also been a theme of this balance of masculine and feminine, and a lot of that has to do also with understanding and perception of what is masculine and what is feminine, what is divine masculine, what is divine feminine, understanding that we all have all of these within us, and also that we are embodied as representations of one or the other, sometimes both. And what does that mean? And how can we work with these energies to manifest the world which we are creating and our dreams which we are creating? Okay, next tarot card is Justice card, which is a Major Arcana card. The Major Arcana cards, and this is also the air suit, so this is also having to do with our perception of reality and the way things are. The Justice card shows us divine law. We have the Fibonacci sequence. We also have, I believe, the golden ratio, the phi ratio as well. So we've got the square and the circular representation of that, again with the masculine and the feminine, the square, the angular masculine, the circular spiral feminine. So we've got this balance, again, of masculine and feminine in our perception, in our awareness, and that we also see this goddess holding the scales, and there are two crystals on the scales, an amethyst and a quartz crystal, and the scales symbolize cosmic law, universal law. So this card shows us a deeper level of understanding and also alignment with the principles of universal law and the integration of that into this plane. So justice and balance of our perception, not in a, so justice as in discernment and awareness. Justice sometimes can have a perception of right or wrong or punishment or things like that, and we do live in a society where we've been conditioned to think of everything as either good or bad, right or wrong. And this is, and not to say that there are, well, our society does say that some actions are wrong and some actions are right, and our own inner compass is what we really need to go by. This is bringing it back to our own cosmic compass and our inner compass in our heart, our center, our connection point with all that is, and how do our actions line up with universal law. Okay. Another card which we received from the tarot deck is the Eight of Lotus, interconnectedness. And the Lotus suit is our soul essence suit. It has to do with our extrasensory and multidimensional gifts and abilities. And this is the 8, which is a manifestation number. It's also a very balanced number, 4 plus 4, so it's very stable. It's also infinity. There's a lot having to do with the 8. And this card depicts turtles and fish and dragonflies and birds and also star beings. There's a starship up here, and the lotus is floating on top of the water. So in this we have water, we have earth, we have air, and of course we have the ether suit. This is in the ether suit. So this is a lot of different energy and interconnectedness. This is reminding us of the interconnectedness that we share with all our relations, the star beings, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, our human relations, Mother Earth, all that is, the whole, everything. So this is taking that idea of oneness, which we talk about or hear talked about a lot, unity consciousness, oneness, the collective consciousness of humanity. And this is taking a zooming out from that limited scope of humanity and including all of our relations in this interconnectedness. And so when we can do this with our understandings of universal law, the Justice card, and also with a balanced perspective of they're saying, I'm just translating it. It's going to take a moment. With our awareness of the interconnectedness, with all that is, coupled with the justice, the discernment, the Justice card, alignment with universal law, this will help us to keep our minds in balance and to be able to truly lead and act from a balanced place. So this is also talking about being balanced. Now that I see what these other cards are, these are very cosmic cards. These are very multidimensional cards. And so this is also telling us that it's important for us to be balanced in both worlds, so to speak. So it's important to have the awareness of the interconnectedness of all that is, and to be able to ground that into our physical form, into our thought processes, which in turn shape the ways in which we interact in this world and shape the ways which we shape the world. Okay, another card which came out of the deck before I was done shuffling is another major arcana card, the Empress, which we received last time. So this is a continuation of this divine feminine Empress leadership, receiving receptivity and knowingness. Now is a time that women and that the divine feminine also, so the feminine and I think of those as very different things. The divine feminine being the goddess and her many forms, and then women who, female bodied beings, people. There's a rise in both of those groups. And empowered feminine leadership is the wave of our future, and it's very exciting. And so it's time to really take a look at what that means and what are the ways in which feminine leadership is different than masculine leadership, and how can the two complement one another so that we can walk forward and continue to protect, really step it up, protecting Mother Earth, protecting the animals and the plants of this place, and caring for ourselves as well, because the Empress in this card, I'm getting a lot of mother energy as well, and the mother takes care of herself as well as all of her children. And again, with the grounding, it's an earth suit card, so this is really grounding this in. This is also a lot of cosmic energy as well, but it's very grounded. She's standing firmly with her feet on the earth. So the Crystal Allies Oracle card, which we received, is Moonstone Cycles, and this is in the water suit. Moonstone allows us to be open and perceptive to our intuition and to guidance, to guidance from the moon and from other sources as well, especially celestial sources. This card is also reminding us to really care for ourselves, so similar energy to this, caring for ourselves through our cycles. We all have cycles which we go through. Maybe they're physical or emotional or mental or all of the above. And it's really important for us to honor these cycles and to celebrate each aspect of the cycle, from death to birth to maturity to aging. So all of these parts are so beautiful in their own way, and it's really the journey that we are on, the experience that we're having, that we're here for. So it's time for us to accept, love, and honor our cycles. We have two goddess guidance cards. The first one is Bast, Independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Okay? Bast is a moon goddess who is married to the sun god. She is very powerful, very beautiful cat, often depicted as a cat goddess, and the ancient Egyptians really loved and revered and honored cats, and she was also very closely affiliated with them. So this being is standing in her full expression, and there's an Ankh near her head. So this is again working with our sexual energy, our creative life force, and aligning that energy with our divine purpose and with our vision. So with our divine purpose would be on the crown here, and with our vision from the third eye of our path. She's also wearing sort of like a collar necklace, which really accentuates the throat. So expression, just knowing how strong you are and how important your message is, and allowing it to express into the world. And also being aware that the whole point of this card is also independence. So knowing that you are strong and that you are capable and that you can rely upon yourself. And if you have felt like you perhaps couldn't rely on yourself before, this is saying you can. And the second goddess card which we received is Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So again, with a goddess from Africa, they both are in a similar position with their arms down and just looking straight forward at you. They both have two cats beneath their arms. Sekhmet is sometimes depicted as a lion, and she is here depicted with two lions. So this is a very similar card. Very beautiful card. This goddess, Sekhmet, is wearing beetles and the Eye of Horus. So truth, protection, magic, manifestation. And she looks very beautiful and also very strong and powerful. So, but she also looks she looks strong and also soft, just based on what she's wearing and how it's depicted. It looks like very floral and flowery. So her essence is what I get out of this. The essence of a flower, we smell the essence of a flower, we appreciate the beauty of a flower. And here we could really feel the essence of this goddess Sekhmet. So allow your essence to radiate outwardly from you. You don't need to push it out, but just allow yourself to unfold and be. A very beautiful reading. Again, this is a powerful time of transformation. So stay true to yourself, come back to your center, take time for yourself to retreat if you begin to feel overwhelmed or if it feels like things are moving really quickly, maybe faster than you'd like. You can ground yourself into the fifth dimensional earth, walk barefoot on the earth, just stand on the earth, cleanse yourself with a salt bath or sage or a shower. You can comb out your hair to comb out some energy as well. Just really take excellent care of yourself. Eat healthfully, drink plenty of water. And if you'd like more personalized guidance, please contact me. You can contact me at amandaamethyst.com or nectarofthegoddesstemple@gmail.com for a personal reading, for energy work, which I mostly do distantly, or to work with me one-on-one in one of these advanced alchemy healings. All right, much love to you all, and I'll see you again on the full moon in Aries, October 15th. Much love to you and many blessings.